Welcome back to another episode of Project Manager Insights, the podcast where we explore the world of project management and share valuable tips and strategies. I'm your host, Jesse Singh, and today we will be discussing a crucial topic: how to resolve conflicts within your project team. We all understand conflict is a natural part of any team dynamics, but as a project manager, it's our responsibility to address and resolve these conflicts in more effective manner. So let's dive right in. Conflicts can arise in various sources, such as differing opinions, personality clashes, resource constraints. But regardless of its origin, it's essential to handle conflicts promptly to maintain a productive and harmonious team environment, right? I can give you some practical examples and some tips maybe to help resolve the conflicts within your project team. Let's start with the number one. Let's call these as maybe steps, right? So maybe number one step is active listening and understanding. You got to take time to actively listen to each of your team member involved in the conflict. Understand their perspectives, their concerns, and underlying motivations as well, right? You got to demonstrate empathy and create an open, non judgmental environment which encourages individuals to express themselves honestly. You got to create that safe environment for them, right? You also need to understand what's the real motivation behind the conflict. Normally, there is actually a good reason why somebody is behind their topic and they are debating about it. So you get underneath that, right? Now, how can you do that? You got to understand that there has to be an underlying cause and how you can address that on the surface so that both parties feel heard, right? So you got to do that very logically. Now, you know what, when I said when you have to do that very logically, this brings us to the step number three, and that is how to facilitate better communication. So facilitate communication is step number three. You got to encourage open and constructive communication among the team members, right? You have to understand that you create a sort of a safe environment for individuals to open up, to express their viewpoints. They should be able to talk to you freely and open up their concern in front of you, right? You have to be active listener. At the same time, you actively listen to each of the other discussion points, right, and find the common grounds. As a project manager, you can facilitate this process by asking probing questions and guiding the conversation. Remember, communication is all about collaboration. You got to ensure in your next step, which is seek collaboration and compromise, that you encourage the team members to focus on finding collaborative solutions. Help them find areas of common interest and shared goals. Encourage compromise and brainstorm potential solutions that can address everyone's concern. By involving the team in the resolution process, you foster a sense of ownership and commitment to the outcome. Do you see how all these things put together make a lot of sense? And also, you got to also make sure that not every attempt is successful. At times, based on your observation, based on your findings of the root cause, and putting all of your effort put together, you still may need to escalate if necessary. And that's our step number five. In some cases, conflicts may escalate beyond the team's ability to resolve them independently, right? As a project manager, it's crucial to recognize when an external intervention is required, right? So if conflicts persist or significantly impacts the project, involve relevant stakeholders such as senior management or your HR to provide guidance and support. But do your job first, right? As I said. Okay, and then you know what? You got to document all of this together and learn from it and post it for your lessons learned too, right? The best thing you got to deliver to any upcoming project process or another project manager is the reserve that you create for them to get better at, right, and learn from your mistakes or learn from your identification, discoveries, inventions, right? So you got to document that all together, right? So throughout the conflict resolution process, you maintain a clear documentation of the discussions, agreements, and also the action items. This documentation will serve a reference point and help future conflicts. Additionally, take the opportunity to reflect on the conflict and learn from it. Identify lessons that can improve team dynamics and project management processes moving forward, right? So all this summed together will make you, a good project manager who is well versed to be able to resolve the conflicts in the team, or at least understand when to escalate and how to document all that together. Well, resolving conflicts within your project team may require a proactive and empathetic approach. By actively listening, identifying root causes, facilitating communication, seeking collaboration, and escalating when necessary, you can navigate conflicts and foster a stronger and more cohesive team. Now, that wraps up this episode of Project Management Insights. We hope you found these conflict resolution strategies valuable and applicable to your role as a project manager. If you have any question or would like to share your experience, feel free to reach out to me on this social media, as well as stay tuned for more exciting topics like these in my upcoming podcast. Well, until then, keep leading and managing with excellence. Bye for now.